Let me tell you a story about Jesus in the temple, right? And I'm sure a lot of you know this. There was a time when Jesus was in the temple. He used to use that for preaching, spreading the word. It really sort of helped strengthen his ministry that he was building in the last 3 years of his life. But there was a time when he went to the temple, and when he showed up, there were Pharisees there were tradespeople there were people selling livestock, there were people trading. The churches back then were based on a lot of money. I think the Pharisees would sort of have like a tariff where the more money that you would give, the stronger it would sort of showcase you are in your faith. And Jesus saw this one day and he was angered. And there's multiple references in the Old Testament where God was angered. Solomon, for example, when Solomon began to put lust at the center of his heart, he chased multiple women. That angered God because God gave him clear instructions to always walk with the God in the center of your heart. So Jesus was sort of showing up to the temple and he's seen this and he was angered. And what he did was he made a whip and he basically stood on business and he flipped tables, he chased people out, he was shouting, he was angry, he was getting rid of the people. And he was angry because they were doing that in his father's house. And that is something that we need to carry with us every single day because we are in a battle, and as a Christian, you constantly are surrounded by people that don't believe. You're surrounded by people that are trying to test your faith. And if you can't stand on business and say, look, I do not believe in that, I think that you are wrong, you will become part of the problem and you need to be able to change that. Be the change that you want to see. If there is something in this life that you do not like,